this is nonstop action, and you compare this to what the WWF was presenting that day, and Meltzer would say this: Jim Crockett kicked Vince McMahon's ass Sunday afternoon, and on the single least likely day of the year for that to happen. Of course, we won't have anything resembling economic figures, and McMahon did make more money, of course, which some would say is the bottom line. I can't believe anyone who would watch both shows could do anything but laugh at the comparison. There really was no comparison. You know, the WWE or the WWF at the time was certainly more entertainment. This was more physicality. I mean, let's not forget earlier on this same show on TBS, there was a barbed wire match.
Yeah.
And this is, these days when there's more quote unquote smart fans and people want to know what star ratings are and all that. Well, there's
Yeah.
nothing that's going to compare to you and Sting on that day on either show.
Well, you hope not. But I have to look back at JJ. They're never nonstop energy. You know, you can just sit in that cage and do nothing because you never know when the camera's going to be on you.
Right.
But every time they hit JJ, he's in motion. I don't think there's no way they could have buzzed him to tell him to keep moving around. So my kudos to him.
I'm not saying that you've ever said that you made Sting, but a lot of people point to this match and say, boy, he made Sting that day. Do you remember Sting being nervous about this opportunity?
Oh,
Or
I think he was, but not to the point where it affected him in the ring. That's the one thing. When you're really nervous, you know, I've had guys throw up before they wrestled me, and I just thought to myself, I just knew him, and like you said, we had some matches earlier. He just knew what he was doing, and even though that steamboat, that spot right there, I used to do a steamboat all the time, and Steve didn't really know where to drop right there, so it looked kind of awkward. But he if he told you something, he could do anything.
I'm curious.
If I told him something, he could do anything.
The judges at ringside, as we said, probably a TBS call, but boy, it does a great job because you had a 5.8 rating, a 12.6 share. That means it was viewed in over 2.5 million homes. And of course, these days we don't talk about the number of homes; we talk about the number of people.
Mm-hmm.
So if you assume that there's just 2 people per household, that's 5 million folks that are watching this. But realistically, it's even more than that. I mean, this is a big.
It got a 7.7 rating, right?
I think it got a 5.8. I don't know. Steve just undid my notes, so I'm not sure.
Oh, I thought it was a 7.7 for a while.
I don't know. I had it, and I don't know.
That's fun to look back on it. Man, those damn obliques have haunted me my whole life.
5.8, 12.6 share.
Okay.
This is obviously going to be the match that helped make Sting. On the other channel, we've got Randy Savage becoming the man. Were you friendly with Randy? Had you ever even worked with Randy at this point? Did you know him in '88?
Oh, I helped break Randy in.
Really?
Randy came to Charlotte in 75, right after I got there. He had just come from playing minor league baseball with the Cardinals, and he and Landy lived together. I kind of helped break Randy in. Man, we got along real well.
Man, look at Sting.
I didn't see him again for a long time until we got to New York, but yeah, I always liked Randy.
Man, look at you begging off. This is great stuff.